The most powerful way a narcissist can ever use against you to keep you under the spell, to keep you trapped, is by keeping you in the fog. The more unclear you are about the situation, the more you keep blaming yourself for everything that happens, the easier it becomes for them to keep controlling you, to keep abusing you, and to keep making it all about themselves. But when you figure them out, and when they know that you know who they are, shit hits the fan and the whole situation changes. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today in this episode I'll be talking about what happens when a narcissist knows you know and what to expect. Before we begin, let's try to understand the personality of a narcissist. A narcissist, being a predator, they study you. They are one of the best analysts of human behavior, meaning they are highly, overly attuned with the prey they have in their trap. They study your behaviorisms. They study your ways of perceiving the world. They study how you think about relationships. They even observe your breathing patterns. They observe your every aspect just to know how to attack, when to attack, and in what direction to attack. That means that even a minute fluctuation is going to trigger their alert system, the narcissistic alert system that tells them that they are about to lose a supply. A minute fluctuation, even in your tonality, can tell this person that you are up to something. So once you figure them out, one thing is for sure and certain, that you will not be able to pretend that you do not know anything for a long time. They will figure it out eventually. They will do so many things, and the things that I'll be covering in a minute, just to bring it out of you, just to get that reaction, just to make you lose it. That's why once you figure a narcissist out, the best thing to do is to plan your exit strategy. Whether it is your boss, your partner, your parent, anyone who is a narcissist in your life, once you know who they are, the best way to deal with them is to leave and run. So let's try to understand, what would they do? What happens in a narcissist's head? How do they react? What are their ways of behaving? How do they change themselves and morph themselves into different personalities just to keep you around, or the worst, to hurt you for figuring them out? Before I begin and go deeper into this topic, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel by pressing the subscribe button and push the bell icon to stay updated with everything that I post here on this channel. So now there are two possibilities. Once you find who they are and once you know how they function, you may feel happy about it. It's like you feel like you have the keys to the kingdom. You have found the secret treasure. You know the truth. You see the possibility of your freedom. But before you get to the point of absolute and true freedom, you have to go through a lot of pain first. Because before it gets better, it gets worse. The two possibilities that I was talking about are, one, and once a narcissist knows that you know, they are going to, one, either love bomb you, do things that they never did in the past to keep you around, just become the nicest, best possible version of themselves, cry, beg, and you would see a changed person. And just know that it is a strategy to keep you around. Or if you still hold your ground, if you still do not give up, they are going to become the monster. You are going to see the worst side of them that you never saw before. So once you start taking your steps back, once you start grey rocking them, once you start responding and not reacting, once you start cutting your communication with them, they are going to come after you. They are going to become more aggressive in their approach, either through covert subtle love bombing, or if that doesn't work, they are going to abuse you further. So everything that happened in the relationship prior is going to intensify, whether it is love bombing or their abuse, belittling, humiliation, making fun of you, your job, your cooking, everything that you do is going to be made fun of, is you are going to be abused in every possible way. Because one, you finding them out is a big narcissistic injury. In a narcissist's world, they're perfect. It's like they think they cannot be traced. They cannot be, their truth cannot be found out, because whatever they have created, this trap, it is perfect. And once you break it, once you find out, once you know the code, once you know the password, it is a big narcissistic injury, and that means it is going to elicit narcissistic rage and narcissistic punishment. So the one possibility is that they're going to love bomb. If that doesn't work, the other possibility is they are going to punish you even more. That's why before it gets better, it's going to get worse. And that is the point. When it gets worse, you have to hold your ground. You have to stick to what you found out. And there are a couple of ways to manipulate the narcissist to make them think that you are around when you are not, while you are trying to prepare the exit strategy. But again, it would need a lot of thinking. It would need a lot of thought to do something called drip supply, to give them the drip supply, to just keep them causing you further damage, to just make it easier for yourself. I'll definitely cover that in a different episode. But once you leave, they are going to punish you, not only in the relationship, but also even after that, because they have to put you down. They have to defeat you for their own sake, to just maintain the concept that they cannot be defeated, that they are above everyone else, that they are better than everyone else, that they are smarter than everyone else. So this punishment after the breakup or after the separation would come in the form of putting you through extremely difficult court battles, and if you share children, custody battles, not giving you what you deserve, what is rightfully yours, making it extremely hard to negotiate, playing around, filing one motion after the other, just making you suffer in one or the other way, smear campaigning you, isolating you further, isolating you from your support systems. Imagine every possible way that they can use to damage you, they would use it without a thought. This nice, kind, changed person that they pretended to be in the beginning, that was the possibility number one, would never be seen. If, for example, you have properties that you own jointly, for example, your cars, houses, or things like that, they are going to cut you off from those resources, from those assets, without giving you any kind of warning, or they're going to become ruthless. That is what I can tell you in short. So it's very much required that you stay prepared, that you expect these things to happen. And that is what I tell the people who are in the middle of this separation process. I just tell them, be prepared. Do not let them take you by the surprise, because these things are going to happen and they are going to reveal their true self. Because once you're prepared, you would be equipped enough to fight back. You also have to take care of the joint assets that I was talking about. If it is a bank account that you own jointly, take your money out, separate your phone numbers, do things that would create more and more separation and diminish control, so that they are able to cause less damage to your finances, to your image, and because this is a part that is in your control and is in your hand. So you have to take care of that stuff, and then maybe hire a lawyer or fight the battle strategically, because do not assume that they are going to get easy on you. They are going to cross every level imaginable when it comes to punishment, when it comes to punishing you through that narcissistic rage. And one more important concept, one more important thing that you need to take care of is while you're in the process of leaving, is your physical safety. You may be already aware that in the cases of domestic violence, leaving is the most vulnerable and the dangerous time. These people are very unpredictable and they can go to any level. And if it is a psychopathic narcissist, like a malignant narcissist that you're dealing with, they could probably be a threat to your physical safety. They could cause physical harm, physical damage. So you have to take that factor into consideration as well, and you have to do everything that you can think about to make sure that you and your children are physically safe. Some of the examples are changing your physical address, changing your phone numbers, letting your friends know that you're going through this and you are expecting this and you are afraid, letting them know, letting your support circle know, staying with someone who you think is safe for you, like having someone around, maybe moving to your friends for a brief period until you get your restraining order against them. So these are the things that you need to take care of with the other aspects such as finances and other stuff. The expectation is clear that they are going to try to keep you around and do triple and quadruple their abuse, and if that doesn't work, you stay where you are, and as you prepare to leave, it's going to increase and increase and increase till a point reaches where either they are left with no option to cause you further harm, or you have cornered them through the court system and they cannot cause you any more harm because they have no options, and they just leave you alone, or they find a new supply. I haven't seen a narcissist yet who just gets bored with these games, because the more they're able to affect you, the more they're able to cause you harm, be directly or indirectly, the more they enjoy all of this, the more they enjoy this chaos. So it is going to get to a peak point, and once they have no options or they move to a different supply, they leave you alone, and it comes all the way down. So I hope in today's episode I was able to help you understand what happens when a narcissist knows you have figured them out and what you should expect. I'll talk with you very soon in the next episode. Till then, let the healing begin.